Real Madrid forward Vinicius Jr. has been the star of the show for Los Blancos this season, but against Manchester City, could not get his game going. After the game he spoke to the media, and could not hide his disappointment at the result. Vinicius was limited by Kyle Walker, not making a single successful dribble all game, and only registering one shot off target. It was symptomatic of a wider struggle that Real Madrid had creating chances at the Etihad. According to the Brazilian, it was not for a lack of desire though. Attitude has not been lacking, it was very difficult against a great team at home. It's very difficult, he told Marca. He also warned that such a one-sided match had to be a one-off event for Real Madrid. Today has been a very difficult day for us, but we have to take the lessons, to learn from this game. This cannot happen again next season. Reaching the semifinals is very difficult. He did however back Carlo Ancelotti to stay the club for next season, as did several of his teammates. Of course he has to continue, he said. We are very sad, it is a game that we wanted to win but we could not. Vinicius will be hoping that Los Blancos bring in reinforcements in attack next season. With Benzema often absent or not fully sharp, far too often, the attacking responsibility has fallen squarely on his shoulders this season. With the attack bottleneck through him, it has made Los Blancos more one-dimensional. Real Madrid were dumped out of the Champions League in emphatic fashion by Manchester City on Wednesday night, but veteran Luka Modric has defended his side. Despite talk of a changing of the guard, the Croatian believes they still have more to give. Such was the degree of domination from City. The talk in Spain after the match was whether it was the end of a cycle at the club. Veterans Modric, Karim Benzema, Toni Kroos and even Dani Carvajal were being lauded as masters of the game last season, but now many are suggesting their time at the top is over. When Madrid lose, everything becomes very big. With each defeat there is a lot of analysis and criticism, but that is why we are here. We have to live with that, we are used to it. Criticism is not going to sink us, some of it is constructive and we accept it after a defeat like this. City have been better but this team still has a lot to give, he told Marca. Modric should know better than most, having been in the game for so long. At various points throughout last season and all the way through their Champions League run last year, despite many fearing he was too old to do so in 2019. It's sport, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Today we weren't good and they deserved to go through. We wanted to play a good game but City were superior. You have to accept this defeat first and see what happens later, but this team has a lot to give and can still bring a lot of joy to Real Madrid without a doubt. Certainly the temptation after such a one-sided defeat is to react with sweeping changes, but as with their defeat to Ajax in 2019, there is a chance that Los Blancos regroup and return with improvements. It is also worth remembering that this season was always likely to be even harder for Los Blancos with more veterans in their side, and a World Cup bisecting the season.